Hello, welcome to the lecture of machine learning. So, in this session, we are going to discuss uh, how to train a model. So, we shall take one small example of logical OR gate and step by step we shall see how to train. Before that, just look at a flow chart of the training approach. We shall, after constructing the model, after uh, designing the model, we shall initialize all the weights and bias terms randomly, and also we shall start a variable epoch. Epoch means how many iterations of complete sample. Like if you have 1000 samples, so there will be one inner loop, complete 1000 iteration. So this will be called one epoch. Again we shall start training of all these 1000 samples again until there is some stopping criteria met. So the outer loop we shall name as epoch. Now you compute weighted inputs and output at every node and at every layer. Coming to the output layer, we have to compute. If you are using perceptron rule, then you compute simply the difference between target and observed output. If you have delta envelope learning, then you compute the square sum of difference between target and observed output. Now, if this difference greater than 0, greater than threshold, let us say threshold in our case 0, greater than threshold, if yes, then you update the weights and biases using perceptron learning rule or delta learning rule, and again you start computing input output at every layer and do that. If it is not you know greater than less than threshold, then again you check another condition whether all the examples are trained. If yes, then stop. Means for all the sample, the observed output equal to target output in that particular epoch, whether all the observed output having equal to target output. If yes, then stop. Another case, if initially you have decided that the total number of epochs we shall consider 100. So once the number of epochs reaches to the epoch max what you have fixed at the beginning of the program, if that is also met, we can stop. Otherwise, again you go back, update the weights and do this process. The same thing we are going to do now. So let us have one example of logical OR gate. Okay, here only two inputs. One input we shall consider as bias. In this case, consider the x naught. X naught is always 1. Okay, here you can consider x naught 1 1 1 1. So 0 0 0. This is the target output. You can tell it t also. Okay. So every time we shall feed one sample, the x1 will come here, x2 will come here. Again 0, okay, 1. Again 1, 0. One by one sample will come at a time. Okay, fine. Coming to this neuron, the first part is taking the weighted sum of input, like this. And the second part, F, fine. Before going to second part, finally, after constructing the model, our purpose is to find out the model like this. Here, we have 4 samples, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this diagram, the 4 dots are there, not dot, 1 is circle, 3 are square. In this example, we have 2 types of classes, class 0, class 1. Okay. So class 0 is represented by black spot and class 1 is by square. So all the 4 samples are plotted, scatter plotted. We want to find out a model. Here model may be equation of line such that it should separate 2 classes. So any line separating these 2 classes may be the model. Now how best model will be, that depends upon the initial value of weights. Fine. So the second part of the output neuron is the activation function. So apply activation function f, that is y dash is equal to, so this is step function. Okay. If sigma greater than 0, then 1, otherwise 0. Okay, like this step function. And we are going to apply the learning rule as perceptual learning rule. In perceptual learning rule, we shall just take the difference of observed output y dash and the actual output y. Okay, y minus y dash, and this will be multiplied to the particular input xi. As of now, you simply consider xi only. So here I is equal to 1 and I is equal to 2. Okay. So here I is representing the columns. I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2, like that. If there could be more than 1 neurons at this layer, then we could have used 2 subscript ij. Okay. But in this case, only 1 neuron at output layer, so j we are not considering, only xi, I. Here it is j, right? W, okay, consider wi. Wi. Fine. So we shall create one table. In tabular form, we shall update the value of all these variables, okay, at every next iterations. Now beforehand we have 3 epochs. Okay, epoch 1. So iteration of all the 4 samples, epoch 1, epoch 2, epoch 3. So 3 iterations are outer iteration and inner iteration will be equal to number of sample, that is 4. And before learning we have to initialize each of the parameters like W0, W1, W2 and eta. So what is the initial value of W0? Minus 1, W1 0.4, W2 0.5. So these are randomly initialized. Eta is equal to 0.2 learning rate. Fine. So in first iteration, you first feed the first sample 0, 0. use the same initial values. Now you compute sigma from this formula. So currently both are 0, x1 0, x2 0. So G, okay, and W naught in is minus 1. So minus 1 into 0.4 into 0, 0.5 into 0. So it will be minus 1. If it is minus, now you compute y dash from this formula, transfer function. So here sigma is not greater than 0. So y dash will be 0. Fine. Now you compute this quantity, y minus y dash. So y dash will come from this column, y will come from this column. So both are 0, 0. So y minus y dash 0. So the change in weight, eta times y minus y dash xi, this whole quantity will become 0. It means in next iteration there is no change in weight because change in weight is 0. So same value will continue. Same value continue. Now again you compute sigma by taking the current x value, x1 0, x2 1. Now you will get, after applying this formula, you got 0.5 minus 0.5, and again sigma is not greater than 0, so y dash will be 0, y dash 0, but at this iteration our actual output y is 1. So this quantity 1 minus 0, 1. So 1 into eta is 0.2, so you will get 0.2. So as this quantity is non-zero, now your weight is going to change as per this formula. Okay. So W naught, W1 change. Again you compute sigma. Okay. In fact, I instruct you to take a pen and paper and try to do it by yourself. Again you compute y dash, then y minus y dash. As again the change in weight is non-zero, so weight will change in the next iteration. Like that. So now one whole epoch completed. In this epoch, 2 times mismatch was there. Mismatch between actual y and target y. Actual y and observed y. It means we have to go to next epoch. Next epoch again one mismatch found. Mismatch between observed output and actual output. So if you look at the flow chart in the last slide, so if all the all the examples are not 10, go to the next iteration. Fine. But coming to now, all the observed output and the actual output are same. It means all the examples are correctly classified. So now we shall stop. At this time, what are the updated or final weights minus? So our example of sigma, like equation of the model is W naught from here. So W naught we got 0.4 minus 0.4 plus W1 is 0.8, 0.8 into x1 plus 0.7 into x2 is equal to 0. Now if you draw this equation here, you will get equation which separates two classes. So this equation is now our model. Okay. So this is also termed as sigma. Okay. So our model will be whenever you get a new input x1, x2, you feed here. If sigma greater than 0, output is 1, otherwise 0. For example, you have a new input, x is equal to, two values you have to take because here two inputs are there. So 2, comma 0.4. x1 is 0.2, x2 is 0.4. Now you feed this input here at place of x1 and at place of x2, here 0.7. What would you get to? 0.8 into 0.2, 0.16, 0.7 into 0.4, 28. So you will get 3 point something. Here it is minus 4. So you will get something less than 0. Something less than 0 means your final output y is 0 from here. You will get predicted output is equal to 0 in this example. Similarly, let us say you take one other example, x is equal to 1 to 0.5. x1 is 1, x2 0.5. Now compute sigma. So minus 0.4 into 1, 0.8 into 1, 0.8 plus 0.5 into 0.7, 0.35. So you will get something greater than 0. So if it is greater than 0, so from here you will get y dash is equal to 1. So this is the way we constructed the model, and we also seen how to use the model. So once we have this equation of sigma, our model is available. So using this we shall do the prediction of any new input. Okay, fine. So in the next video we shall see the back propagation learning. Okay. So as a summary, in this video we have seen an example of logic OR gate, how to construct the neural network model, okay, including the flow chart of the perceptual learning method. Okay. Thank you.